Alright guys, in this video I'm going to show you complete details on which part and part numbers I'm using here. So this Jeep over here, I was working on the front caliper and the brakes. After that I needed to bleed the front calipers. Let me take you a little bit in. And so this is what I was doing on this car. Pretty much I had everything installed. And I was bleeding, and all of a sudden right from back over here, you can see a puddle of oil right there. The brake line, I'm going to show you underneath. The brake line busted, okay? So I'm not going to be making a video on how I did the job, how I routed everything. I will show you a little bit, but I do want to show you parts that the lines that you're going to need. And I do have different lengths here. So this is about 5 feet or 6 feet line over here. And if you're looking for the size, there you go. All right, that's all the numbers that you need right there. And then I'll order 2 of these just in case I need to adapt them. And I am waiting for an adapter, so this is the same size. All right, and there's a part number. So this is about 1 foot long. So I got 2 of these and 2 of those. And I got 3 of these 1 foot long. There's one sitting right there. So I'm gonna go underneath. I'm gonna show you. But before we go underneath, let me show you the line that is connected to. So this right here, you see this line right here on this ABS module here. I got a little bit of puddle. I'm gonna have to clean this up. So this line comes from all the way down there and it attaches over here. So this line goes straight to the back of the car. So it's only one line going to the back. This is a 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Oh, I did move the intake housing here, the intake pipe and the box here. Everything just sitting right there, filter housing. So let me go underneath and show you a little bit underneath. I'll push the car up on the lift a little bit more. So underneath, I do got a little tool sitting over here. So the line busted from right there. You can see right there, it's all corroded. So this top line is the one for the brake, and it attaches to this flexible line. So all I did was I cut it from right there with my cutter here. So this is the cutter I used. And then I put a number 10. You see a number 10 on this ratchet right there, 10mm socket. This was on there, this fitting. So I put it directly in the back of it since I cut the line. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push this whole line out, and I did cut it from right there. And that way the leak stops, and I pinched it a few times. So this line gotta go, and the new line's gonna attach in here. Anyways, it's also number 10 up on the top. No, I'm sorry, I use a crow feet on the top. Number 12, okay, that's what I use to turn that, to loosen that up. You can also cut that one and just turn it, but make sure you do it, you find the correct line. So this line runs all that on there underneath the car, and it goes up, okay? So let's get this job going, and I'll show you once I'm complete. And you do need to bleed it from the calipers right there, the bleeder valves, and bleed them from both sides. Sometimes these don't open, and you might have to change out the bleeder valve, the calipers itself. And there's a line back here that usually also leaks, but his looks pretty good. All right, but let's go and let me continue this job. Okay, so I'm underneath the car. As you can see, we have the new line in. Make sure it sits in securely. And right here is a number 10. So in between where you can't see, I do have like a little fitting that goes through, and the line goes underneath here. Make sure it doesn't hit the drive shaft, the muffler here. It's not hitting any moving part, and the line cannot wiggle, okay? It has to be sitting solid. So you can't just have the line sitting here and then it's just bouncing around. That's gonna rip the line. Anyways, make sure you check for leakages, have somebody pump pedal, and make sure there's no leakages. This was number 10 over here, but up on the top, I'm gonna show you what we did. It was a little bit different. Let's get up in the top. All right, so right over here, you see this fitting here? This fitting is not same as the one that comes with the line. It's bigger, fatter. The other one just drops right in. It won't even catch threads. So what I did was I took the old fitting here, and I cut this line, and I ran that through, and then I had to bubble it back, double bubble flare. You have to do that, but make sure your brake line is sitting properly, and it does not hit the steering shaft there, okay? You see the steering column? Make sure it does not hit that. All right, whatever you can do, and there's a special tool to bend these lines. I'm gonna show you. There's a cutting tool and bending tool, and a double flare, bubble flare. I borrowed it from one of my friends. Like I said, I was gonna record the whole thing. So in the bottom, there's 2 lines put together, and in the middle, there's a joint and that's a solid joint. You don't want to do anything crazy, and you don't want anything leak. This is critical. But anyways, let me show you and also I'm going to show you the part number on that little fitting in the center that connects the two lines. I ordered another one because I lost a little piece of the paper, the bag it came in that had all the size and specs on it. Okay, let's go through some tools. So this is a brake line cutter. You need to use this in a tight spot. This is something small I got. So it has like a little blades in it. It's like a pizza cutter. So that's what it is. Anyway, this is the little, you see this? I had two in the back, but I don't have the specs on this. So this is what I use in between to connect the two lines. So how this works is you pretty much, oh, big mess there. You pretty much, let me see if I could get this. All right, so you pretty much take this, put that on, and on the other end, your other line comes in and connects to that. Nice and tight, okay? Make sure you tighten it really nice and good, and that's how that goes. All right, so there should be no leakage here. And on the one I showed you under the hood, this one right here, this little fitting here is different, so I had to cut the line before I bent the line or anything. I slipped right through that. So once you cut the line with the cutter, you slip that fitting in there. So here's the old piece that I just snapped off there. This was the old line. The fitting was on top of this, and I just removed it out of that, and I put it onto the new line. So that's how easy it was. I'm waiting on the pieces. If I can't get the pieces, just try to match something out. This is part number. It has to fit directly because I know there's one line is a little bit fatter, so it won't fit on it. So make sure you do have the correct pieces. Anyways, hopefully if I get another one, if I get this piece, I'll show you the part number on it. If not, just go to your parts department. You can even show them a little bit of clip of this video, and they'll match something out for you for that particular line. Anyways, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Okay, so here's the little unions that I use. These are flares. There's the size. It's the same as the fittings on the line. So again, like I said, you have to cut the line, attach two lines, one coming from the top, one from the back, and in the center, you're gonna use these to connect. And again, part number, camera can't focus. So that's BR405. That's the part number. There's a barcode right there. You guys can read, and there's a name of it right there. Inward flare union, 4 pieces in this bag. They're like $7-8 bucks. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like.